How did we end up in this hellish place? Sarah and I were just looking for a weekend getaway, a break from the stress of our daily lives. We found this hotel online, and it seemed like a decent place. A bit old-fashioned, but charming in its own way. We never expected it to be like this. After we checked in, we went up to our room. Everything seemed fine at first. We unpacked, talked about what we wanted to do during our stay, but then we heard strange noises coming from the hallway. It sounded like someone or something was out there. I went to check it out, leaving Sarah in the room, and that's when it all went wrong. The next thing I knew, I woke up in this cell. I have no idea how I got here or how long I've been trapped. And Sarah, she's missing. I don't know where she is, but I have to find her.
I gotta get out of this place. What's with these cuffs? I sit alone in this cold, dark cell. The only sound, the constant drip of water echoing through the halls. The walls are made of stone and the door is thick and heavy, locked with a key that's just always out of reach. But I will not give up hope. I will not let this cell be my tomb. I have nothing but time, and I will use it to my advantage. I will craft a tool, a weapon to aid in my escape. With nothing but a small piece of metal and my own determination, I begin to fashion a crude tool. Day after day, I work tirelessly, honing and shaping it until it becomes sharp and strong. I will use this tool to pick the lock, to break the chains that bind me. But as the days pass, I cannot shake the feeling of being watched. I can hear whispers in the darkness, a sinister laughter that seems to come from the very walls themselves. I fear that I am not alone in the cell, that there is something far more sinister lurking in the shadows. But I will not let fear defeat me. I will use this tool and escape this prison, no matter what horrors I may face. I will not rest until I am free. This'll do the trick. This may come in handy.
Well, a couple of times
10 people, all missing from this hotel. What happened to them?
invited principal and his wife over for dinner. On these occasions, the fact that she's extremely fond of Mrs. Conklin and feels rather differently about her principal presents a problem.
Yes. How to sprinkle ground glass in the food without getting them both. I was expecting the Conklins and Mr. Boynton for dinner last Thursday evening, but much to my surprise, Mrs. Conklin came over as I was finishing breakfast that morning.
Good morning, mister.
Why, Mrs. Conklin, aren't you a little early? Dinner won't be ready for 11 hours yet.
Oh, it's nothing like that. I had to see you before you went to school today. Oh, Miss Brooks, ever since you mentioned that beaver stole to me 10 days ago, I've decided I wanted it for Christmas more than I wanted anything for a long time.
Well, I think you should have it, Mrs. Conklin.
And so do I. After being married to Osgood for 20 years, I think I deserve a fur piece.
After being married to Osgood for 20 years, you deserve the Brooklyn Bridge. You certainly do.
Well, in the last 10 days, I've tried everything to get it. However, the day before yesterday, I hit upon the perfect solution to my entire problem. But I'm going to need your help. I simply want you to give this special delivery letter to Osgood. It came after he left the house this morning.
That's all you want me to do?
The contents of this letter from his cousin really ought to do the trick.
But how do you know the contents?
I wrote it.
You wrote it? I had no idea you were his cousin, too.
Oh, Miss Brooks, Mr. Conklin's cousin is in on this little hoax with me. She sent this letter from Cedarville, where we were married. You see, I asked myself when was the only time Osgood ever gave me everything I wanted. Then I remembered it was when he was courting me. So I decided to have him court me all over again. But how was I going to manage that? Well, I got the idea from a movie I saw a few years ago. You see, this letter says that recently it was discovered that the justice of the peace who married us had done so without a license. So technically we're not married. Of course, they try to remarry me, and that's when I have him over a barrel.
I see. Well, it sounds fun, but there might be one possible catch.
What's that, Miss Brooks?
He might enjoy being over the barrel so much you might never get him off.
Daddy, I don't think a first soul is asking for so much. After all, Mother has worked and slaved for us both all these years.
Okay.
As soon as I get home, remind me to unstrap her from in front of the plow. Harriet, your mother doesn't know the meaning of the word work. Apparently, all she knows is how to act.
Oh, but Daddy, sure.
No sooner does she learn I'm making $300 extra by going on a lecture tour for Mr. Stone than she wants the first show. Now, if you excuse me, Harriet, I can't think of anyone I'd rather converse with less at the moment. Who is it? I spoke too soon. You must please, Harriet.
But Daddy, can't I wait?
Vamoose, Vixen.
All right.
Come in, Miss Brooks.
Good morning, Mr. Conklin.
What is it, Miss Brooks? Please be as brief as possible. As you can see, I have a desk piled high with paper.
Yes, sir. Those crossword puzzles do pile up if you don't get them. I have a letter for you, sir. Your wife called and asked me if I'd drop it off. She thought it might be important. It's from your...
Got it.
Special delivery. Market. 5 years. The last time
Now, it's time to find Sarah. Hello? Is anybody in here? Huh?
Good evening, esteemed guests. Welcome to the really owned Cecil Hotel. We hope you are comfortable. We understand that the world outside can be a frightening place, and that you've chosen to stay with us for a safe getaway. As you settle in, please remember to lock your doors and windows. Enjoy your stay at the Cecil Hotel. And remember, curiosity killed the cat, the cat, the cat, the cat. Good night. He's early.
John, I've been expecting you.
What the hell is that?